Hey y'all, so I have my juice from Walmart, and by the way, today is Sunday, March the 1st, so it's March 1st. We are in March and it's Sunday, so I have this package from Walmart. I've been waiting on this, not really like that, but I've been waiting on it, and so it's just juice, and I wanted to show y'all this juice because I did complete my cookbook, like my draft. This is my draft of my cookbook. I'm not going to show y'all every single thing in here because I added more pages. So this book ended up being about 80 pages in total. So this is like an 80-page book, and it is filled with recipe after recipe after recipe that I have set here. I have did every single recipe in here, printed out every pictures that I've taken, but some of them I took. These are like original pictures that I took, and then I put it into AI, and then AI just enhanced the picture to make it look better. But it's original pictures of things that I have made before in the past, and it just made it look better and made it look cookbook appropriate. So this juice that I'm about to show you is meant to be for this recipe right here that's in the book, which is this smoothie recipe. So it's for this recipe. I'm gonna show y'all this. So it's for this right here. So it is for this particular smoothie. This is one that I have made before, but the ingredients for it calls for this juice because it's all green juice. So that's what I got from Walmart. And hello. Oh, you can go ahead with that. My daughter, if y'all hear some sounds, that's my daughter blending up. She's making her own blueberry cream cheese. So this is it right here. And oh wow, why is it brown? Like, ew, it said mega green, not mega brown. Why is this brown? Is this brown or is this green? Is this brown or green? What is this? Wait, stop.
What the fuck?
Why is this brown?
It's like doo-doo green.
Kima, no, it's not doo-doo green. Is this green or brown?
I can see green. It's like forest. It's like Wingstop green. Like,
What you mean Wingstop green?
look at that. Look at that. It's like,
Girl, are you serious? Is this brown or green? So many questions. Just so many questions. Like, what? This is not, I'm gonna pop a picture up on the screen of how it looked on the website. This is not how it looks on the website. This shit is brown. Like, this is brown. This is not green. Y'all, hold on. So y'all, I am chatting with Walmart right now because that's where I got it from. And I'm asking them, can they replace this juice? Because I don't want a refund. I want my damn juice, but I want the green juice. Y'all, let me show y'all. Let me see if I can show y'all while they on the phone real quick what the hell this juice look like. Am I able to pull it up without clicking them off? Like, this is literally what the juice look like, y'all. Oh, freak. So this is the juice online, you guys. This is the juice online. Can y'all see that? This is the juice, okay? That's the juice. Y'all see that? Focus. Focus. That's the juice. This is what I got. This don't look like that. Like, this don't look like that. This don't look like that. Like, what is this? Like, this is doo-doo water. Like, that's not mega green juice, and it wasn't like that before. So I'm just like, That doesn't look like that. What's this? Like, what is this? Y'all, and then I need to try to get back to customer service before they be like, oh, it's been a minute, I haven't heard from you. Y'all, that's I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, let me chat with customer service, y'all, and see if I can get them to I don't want my money back. I just want my juice, like, and I don't want sewage water. I want my juice. Okay, y'all, so I don't know what was up with this, but Walmart is gonna send me a replacement. So I'm gonna keep this just to compare it. So hopefully it'll get here tomorrow. But I'm gonna keep this to do a comparison. Now, if this second one comes like this, then maybe it's supposed to look like this. But y'all, it did not look like this when I had got it the last time. And I know it didn't look like that when I got it the last time, because that's what I used for this smoothie. That's what I used for this green smoothie right here. So I know that it didn't look like that the last time. I'm just like, why are y'all sending me doo-doo water? Like, what is this? I don't want to drink it because I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know why it looks like this. It's not expired or anything. It's just brown. Like, yeah, it's just brown. I'm finna ask them, like, am I able to take a picture to send it? Yeah, ask them that. Like, can I take a picture and show it, y'all? I'm so mad, y'all. Like, I literally just, y'all saw me take it out of here. Like, I literally just took it out in the brown. But, yeah, I guess I will be sending that back. But y'all, okay, so today me and my daughter are going at 5:30. Aside from the replacement of damages, no, that's it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, today me and my daughter we have an appointment at 5:30 to do like a cell tour to look at the townhouses, look inside one of the townhouses over there, because being that so we got 2 garages, and this is what I don't like about misinformation. Oh, and by the way, y'all, I got me some dark nails. It's not the ones that I wanted, but I did do me some dark black short nails, so I'm happy with these. But y'all, what I was saying was misinformation. So when we first moved here in this apartment, the lady Sydney, that was her name, that basically sold us the apartment, she was over getting us in here. She said that this apartment came with a garage for the car, because I was very, very specific and asked, like, hey, I don't want my car being out there, you know, is it safe? You know, I was very specific about that. That was one thing that I kept saying, like, I don't want this to be here where we just parked out in the open. So she said that a garage comes with this apartment unit. I can just choose the one that I wanted to have. So we chose the one that's like right across from us, right across from the hall. And then it was another garage that we have our stuff stored in. They said that one was $100 a month to rent that one. So we was like, okay, that's fine. But she said we wouldn't get charged until we actually get a key. So when we first got that garage, it was so many issues with it where someone else was pushing their button. It was this lady. She would push her button to open her garage, but it would open ours up too. So all our stuff would be exposed. Like, we would be in here asleep like 6-something in the morning, and we just happen to get up and go out here, and then our garage is just up with all of our stuff exposed. Somebody could have came through, stole stuff, things like that. Have a good day. I'm sorry, y'all, texting this lady back, or because her name is Honey Fitz. Okay, Honey Fitz. Okay. Anyways, our stuff would be just exposed, and so we ended up meeting the lady who had access to the garage. So we had to disable the pad on it just to stop her from being able to open it every time she rides by, because it got to the point where every time she rolled by, she would close it back down when she's on her way out because she was leaving out early for work. That's why it kept opening. So then we kept going to the front office telling them about the issue. They sent over 2 or 3 maintenance people. They still couldn't figure it out. They deprogrammed it. They did all that stuff and it still didn't work. So then we were asking about the key. We was like, could we get the key for the garage? You know, like the getting to the door. So they were like, oh, we're going to send somebody to cut it. Nobody ever came to cut it. So I asked about it. Nobody ever came. So I was like, okay. One day she told me, oh, the key will be ready. I went up there. There's no key. It wasn't the right key. So time has went on. So now there's new management, new staff. They're switching hands. This is like their 3rd time switching hands since we've been here. They switched hands. They had the first staff of the original that we came in with. Then they switched some people around. Now they've switched again, and it's these new people in here now. So the new people in here now are just going around, oh, we need to know which garage you have. This is my 3rd time telling people which garage do we have and what the situation was. So now they want to tack on an extra $200. So saying that information was incorrect. No units have a garage. It's $100 per garage to rent. So that's an extra $200 tacked on our rent. Our rent is already $2,400. Honey, that's pushing $2,600. Not I, says the cat, for a 3-bedroom apartment that we're living in, like where we're right next to someone. So the same amounts is what these townhouses cost, and some of them are a little bit bigger. It's a little bit more space, not a lot more space, but maybe like an extra 100 or 200 square feet, give or take which unit we choose. So we're gonna go over there today. I did a self tour, so nobody's gonna be there. And me and my daughter are just gonna go in there, take a look around, see, like, it's just one particular one that they have open. Take a look around. The one that I want is the one that's a flat that has no upstairs, downstairs, and all that, because we have extremely heavy stuff. The couch, the dresser, all of that, the desk in there is extremely heavy things. So going up and downstairs is a no for us, because we cannot do that. We don't have any help like that for somebody to be lugging those huge things up and downstairs. So we're gonna go over there and take a look at them. I'm gonna bring y'all with us. That'll be at 5:30. We have to be there on time, and right now it's 4 o'clock, so I have like an hour. And we're literally just gonna walk over there. We're not gonna be dramatic and drive. We're gonna walk over there and yeah, we're gonna look inside the townhouse, because I think we're gonna probably end up moving from here to one of the townhomes over there, just because it makes more sense cost-wise. And our neighbors with the roaches, they moved out yesterday. So I'm so happy, but I'm scared of who they're gonna put over there next. So we were dealing with the roaches before. We may end up dealing with something way worse than roaches if we continue to stay here. So yeah, we're just gonna do that, and I will bring y'all with us when we get to the townhouse. But y'all, I am so disappointed in this damn juice, but I'm getting I hope that maybe this is just a bad batch. So, but I'm disappointed with this juice, so I'm not gonna even deal with this. Like, I'm not dealing with this juice. Walmart, I hope this was a bad one, because if another one comes looking like this, then I ain't fucking with y'all in the juice. I'm gonna go to H-E-B. But yeah, anyways, y'all, I will see y'all when we get to the townhouse later on. So good morning, you guys. Good morning. It is February the 2nd. Today is the 2nd, y'all. So yesterday it did not work out. I wasn't able to go and look inside of the townhouse because I could not get in with that code, no matter how much I tried. I don't know if I did something wrong. I don't know, but I'm about to head over there now and try again. So I'm actually about to get myself together. I'm about to go and head over there now and try again, so that I can see if I can get in or whatever. And yeah, and then I'm gonna leave my collar popped just like so. like I'm gonna leave my collar pop, but no, I'm gonna go over there now and see if I can get in. I had to reschedule probably because I don't know, I think something was going on with the appointment, but we're about to head to there. And then this one is not the one that I actually want to look inside of, to be honest. This one is 3 stories. I'm not getting in the 3-story, but I'm gonna just go and look just in case. I mean, just basically look on GP, because I think the reason they're showing a 3-story is just to show, I guess if you're getting one, they must all kind of look similar. So you're just going in there to, I guess, look at the features like the countertops and the bathroom and just how stuff is structured. So I'm just gonna go in there and take a look. And then I'm going to actually call the front office and ask them like, hey, I'm not interested in a 3-story. I was interested in just a single flat, because the 3 stories are hella expensive. So I'm not interested in those. And then I'm not gonna let them just stick me into any one of them. I'm gonna actually look into the one and see which one it is that I want, because I feel like we got stuck because we were so desperate at the time to get into a place to stay. I feel like they just kind of threw us in an unfinished apartment, because these walls, y'all, have no clear, y'all know how walls are supposed to have like clear coating on it to keep fingerprints and stuff down. These walls have no clear coating. There's no lights in certain closets. Like there's no light in the closet here. There's no light in the laundry area. There's no light in the closet in the 3rd bedroom. So I feel like we just got thrown into an incomplete apartment. And I just accepted it. We accepted it because we were desperate for somewhere to stay. So yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen again if we do end up transitioning over to one of these townhouses. So yeah, I'm about to go over there. I'm gonna walk. We're just gonna walk because it's literally there. And I'll take you guys with me, and I will see y'all at the townhouse. I got all the way over here once again, and it's not that I can't get in. I had to call the office. Like I should have called before I came over here, so that was my mistake. But I got all the way over here, and then they were like, oh, there's this QR code at the front gate that you have to scan in order to get access to the touring part of the community or whatever it is. So I literally have to walk all the way over here to a front gate to get this code, and then come back over here and scan it. Girl, I'm gonna drive over here. Like this time I'm just gonna drive over here. I hate to drive over here because I don't like to bring the car out, and people are just like, as soon as they see the car, they just start fucking looking like, I don't know, it's just something about it, because the colors, like as soon as they see it, they just immediately just start looking, and then it just goes from there. But I'm going all the way up here to this front gate just to scan this code, and then I'll be back. So yeah, it's a pretty day out today. Look at the clouds, like they are so blue. So I'm not tripping it too much, because at least it's a pretty day. It's a bit cloudy in some certain spots, but like overall it's a pretty day out. So I'm not tripping it. I'm just gonna go up here, scan this freaking code, and then come all the way back. All right, let me get to this office. Y'all, so the office guy had to come let me in. He is pulling up right now. Y'all see him? So yeah, let's get inside. It's pretty big space for garage. So here's the garage, and then we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna actually close this down. So the garage is pretty quiet. Okay, y'all, so I finally got in here. He had to come and let me in because the lockbox was not opening. So this is not the one that I want, but I'm just gonna show y'all, see y'all can do a little tour with me. or whatever. So yeah, let me put my phone away. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so basically, y'all, this is like the downstairs part. So there's upstairs. That's already a no for me because I do not like upstairs. But they do have the garage right here. So as soon as you come in, this is the front door. It's a little closet right here, and then the garage is right here. And then everything is upstairs, all the living stuff. That's a no for me. I do not like places like that because we have extremely heavy furniture, and that's gonna be a no for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs. Let's go upstairs so we can see what's going on up here in this 3-story townhouse. Okay, so we are upstairs. That was already a no for me. Them stairs. So this is the kitchen area right here. This must be like the living area. Ooh, girl, I'm tired. I am tired. So this is like the kitchen. It's just basic countertops in here. I know this is like the tour one, but it's basic countertops. Here's the pantry in here. Oh, this is the laundry. And then this is a half bath. This is a half bath in here. So there's just a toilet and a sink right here. And then this must be what they consider the master. So the master bedroom must be right off of the main. It's a pretty decent size. It is, I'm not gonna lie. And then the closet is like right here, so this is different. It's a pretty big closet, way bigger than the one we have. So it's a lot of space in here. I'm gonna show y'all. It's a lot of space in here. So it goes all the way over here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it goes all the way back over here. So it's a lot more space than what we have at the other one. But girl, after living and being where we at, like, girl, nothing impresses me. So let's go to the bathroom. This is the bathroom. Right here is the bathroom. This is the master bathroom. Ooh, child, you could not be naked in here, that's for sure. Like, with the windows open, because there's a window here, and everybody right out here is gonna see your morning glory. Hello. But they, once again, only have a shower. Let's see if the doors are a little bit, like, the doors are just flimsy. I guess it's just the doors they use. This is the exact same type of shower like what we have. The only difference is they actually give you these for the shower instead of nothing at all. The bathroom is a decent size, I won't lie. And then we have the toilet, or the water room, as people call it. This is, I feel like this is good here to have it closed off. And then this right here is for your items, and this is for like probably towels and all that good stuff. And then the same old lighting like what we had at the other ones. This one right here is different sinks. The sinks are different. I do like the sinks. So they just kind of did a little bit more upgrades here. Girl, if you ain't careful, your ass will come crashing the fuck down.
Just making that up.
Oh my god, Dad!
Down on those stairs. But yeah, that's that. I do like the space here. It's pretty decent. And then you get a outside little spot. Like somebody had this open, honey, like that's open to the public, but you get an outside spot, which is good because my husband, and then it's like a neighborhood, like literally right there, which is insane. But yeah, this isn't Like I said, this is not the one that I am wanting. And then, cause then here's another flight of stairs going up to the 3rd floor. Child, who finna move furniture up 3 flights of stairs? So I think the other 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms is up here. So this is bedroom number 1 upstairs. Get a closet. They just don't believe in putting lights inside closets, I think. And then this must be how all their, y'all see this? This one has a coating over it. Y'all, if y'all can see the shine, this one has a coating over it. My apartment that I'm in currently doesn't have this coating over it to keep fingerprints off the wall. So, and then the switches in here are super cheap. Ooh, child. Okay, so here's the bathroom in this one. 2 double sinks in the tub, which I wish that they, why is it that these places, were they doing this on purpose? Child, I'm just in here cutting off their water. Oh, is that supposed to be dripping? I don't know, but I don't know why they do that, but like, I feel like they don't believe in putting tubs in master baths. Like, who just wants to shower? Like, everybody doesn't just want to shower. There's a light in this closet here. So this is like the predominant 2nd bedroom. Yeah, I know, being that I'm in here looking at these, I know now that they forgot to coat the walls in our apartment. Like, we literally have been living in there with uncoated walls, and I'm gonna let that be known when I do speak to them. Like, y'all, the walls, I knew that lady lied to me talking about, oh, it's all supposed to be like that, mine are like that. Girl, that's probably why your ass don't work here anymore, Sydney, because you knew that wasn't true. Like, it's supposed to be coated. Nobody does that where they don't coat walls. Like, they don't coat the walls. So, like, that was a mistake. I think you moved us into an apartment that was halfway finished, because we moved out here when all of the apartments were like still being built. Okay, now this is another closet, pretty decent size in here. Y'all see, I can do a whole 360. So I wouldn't get this apartment, this townhome. I'm not getting this townhome. But something like this would be suitable for my daughter. And then the other one in there would be suitable for me, a room. And then the other smaller one here would be suitable for my husband, a man cave. So this would be like considered my husband's man cave office area right up in here. And then that room across would be like my closet / office, and then my daughter's room. That's how that would go. But y'all, no, this is a no for me. It's too many stairs. It's too many flights of stairs. That's number 1. Like, too many flights of stairs. And then to get to the main living, you have to, I like the fact that the master bedroom is right up here off the 2nd like flight of stairs, and then everybody else is upstairs. But it's just a problem for me because the stairs, and we have extremely heavy ass furniture. Like, y'all, when I say we have heavy furniture abroad, like, I'm gonna cut the lights on because I'm not paying the electric bill, so I'm gonna cut on the lights. I have an hour in here, give or take, to waste, but I do want to see the lighting in here just to get an idea. So I'm cutting on all these people's lights. I sure am. And I think, I don't know, maybe it's because the blinds are open, but I think the apartment is brighter, but it is a lot of space in here. It's a lot of space in here, a lot more space than what we have in that apartment. And this would be like the main area, and then my daughter would be just literally upstairs in that area up there. And if I need to go up there to record and all that stuff, that would be a good spot to go. My husband can go up there and play his games, and then this would leave like the living room area here open. But like, child, those stairs, what I'm thinking about, those stairs and coming up there with that 400-pound desk and that 400-pound dresser and those 100-pound headboard and footboard that we have in there, that's our bed, and those 100-pound nightstands and the rest of that stuff that is extremely heavy material. I cannot do it. And then that couch, that big ass square couch that has to be lugged up this flight of stairs just to get here in this living room. Now, I'm thinking you really may not have to do all of that because there's this out part right here on the back area. And you could probably like park on the street and then just come through this back gate. Like you literally could probably park on this street, park the U-Haul here and unload and just walk back and forth through the grass. So that would be an option to get things in here. And the only place that would have to have something get lugged up the stairs would be right here, like going to the bedroom area. But child, no, like we don't need a 3-story. And then we don't need a 3-story. So hopefully, I wish that we could tour that Barton one. Like if one of those were available, I wish that I could show y'all that. But yeah, it's a no for me in here. Let me cut these people lights off, honey, and save me a bill because all of this, oh, I'm just cutting their lights on and this, that, girl. Little do I know it, honey, they probably charging me for the lights. Is this the light to the, yeah, it is. Okay, I'm cut that off. So yeah, this was the tour here. It's all done. Nice apartment. I mean, nice townhome. I keep calling it an apartment. Nice townhome. I do like the fridge. Let me show y'all the fridge. I do like the refrigerator though. It does have all of these shelves. It looks like about the same amount of space that we have in the one that we currently use. Yeah, this is basically the exact same fridge. It's a little bit more sleeker and it's quiet because the one that we have, that shit is loud. It makes so much noise. It's nothing like this. This is different than the one that's at the apartment currently. So they do use different appliances. Oh yeah, this is a Amana and ours is a Whirlpool. And then what type of appliances are these? Oh, all of these are Amana appliances. So this is Amana too, and this one is different. Hold on, my husband's calling. All right, y'all, so as you can see, I'm back at the apartment, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. My husband just called. He lost his license, so he does not know where it is. Luckily, I have an extra copy. Because why wouldn't I? What am I here for? Why wouldn't I have an extra copy of his license? But y'all, the townhouse was, it was okay. I'm actually about to make me a matcha real quick. And I'm gonna show y'all something so cute. Let me wash my hands. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, I have made it back. As you can see, my hair, honey, I have been through a rough time like this entire time. But on the high side, I want to show y'all my let me show y'all my lemon plants that I got. These are so pretty. My husband got these for me and they smell so good. Look at my lemon plants, y'all. Look at them. And then they're already sprouting. Okay, so y'all, if y'all are not plant people, plant moms, these are new. These are like new leaves here. So these are new because they're lighter green. As y'all can see, you see they're lighter green. And then these right here are a little bit older because they're darker green. So these are the newbies that just probably sprouted. This right here is what's going to be your lemons. So these parts, all the flowers you see, all of these, even these at the bottom, these are going to be the lemons that sprout out because you can actually see, can y'all see that? This is going to continue to grow until it actually sprouts into a full lemon. This was one that, I don't know, he just randomly, it must have fell off because he was delivering lemon trees and stuff. And well, not just lemon trees, I'll take that back. He was delivering a lot of different trees, and the lemon ones were something that was on there, because he had grapefruit, they had oranges, they had it was just a whole variety. I think it even had avocado trees, but it's that time of the year where people are getting them. This one is like really full with, it's going to bloom lemons too, because these are all lemon. All of these white flowers are going to be lemons. So these are healthy plants because they're already sprouting flowers and buds that are going to turn eventually into lemons. So all I have to do, just like these are new leaves. Ow! These are new leaves here. You see how much greener they are compared to the other ones, like how much fresher and greener they look. So these are young leaves, these are older. But yeah, and it smells so pretty. So I just love it. It smells so pretty and so good. So I'm just gonna water these and just take care of them until they start like sprouting lemons and stuff like that. There is one piece on here that I need to cut off, which is this one that probably broke during transit. So I don't want him to be sucking up unnecessary nutrients from the others. So I'm gonna probably just clip him off. Where are my scissors? Sipping on some scissors. That ain't what he said, but where are my scissors? So I'm just gonna clip him really quick. And not me, I do walk around with scissors in my purse. Like, am I the only one that does that? But I'm gonna clip him off here, just right here at this part, just cut him off. And then a lot of the times, y'all, when you do grow plants, when you are growing plants, a secret to get them to bloom, like constantly bloom and bloom faster, is unfortunately you have to harm the plant. So what you have to do, and lemon plants do have spurs on them, so be careful with this because they do have sticker spurs on them like roses. They don't have a lot like roses, but they have spurs. So the best thing to do is just find like a random because I'm going to manipulate this one to grow faster. So what I'm also gonna put them outside so that the bees can come and they'll pollinate them, and they'll pollinate him, her. I don't know what I want to call her, Limiana. Should we call her Limiana? And then call him Lamont and Limiana. Okay? That is so ghetto. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna set them outside so that the bees can pollinate them, and then the ants probably will find their way up here too. So I'm just gonna sit them on these two chairs that I have out there. But I'm gonna show y'all really quick. Which one do I wanna? I'll just cut him. This is a new leaf. I'm just gonna do an example. So this is a way to make your plants grow and bloom a little bit faster and start, producing. So what you need to do is you have to harm the plant, in a sense, like trick the plant like it's being harmed. And the way you do that is just by taking, it's actually really good. Just take and cut off a couple of the leaves in different spots, or cut off just like these little, I hate to lose them, but like these little things right here. Let me see if I can get in closer so y'all can see. So these little things here, so these are like little lemons. You can stand to lose one or so. Just take randomly and just cut one off. Because what you're doing, what that does is it triggers and you can look this up, y'all can Google this, but I just know from growing my own vegetables and stuff in the past. What it does is it triggers the plant to feel like it's being harmed. And then once it feels like it's being harmed, it starts to produce more of itself. It starts to regenerate more of itself. And then that's how you get fruits and stuff to bloom. I actually need to cut some of these off for real, because there are some pieces that are brown like this one. So I'm just going through, cleaning the plant up, cutting some off. And then you also you can cut off some of the older leaves too, because as the plant continues to mature and grow, these older leaves and the other ones aren't doing anything but taking up unnecessary energy from the plant. So you can trim off some of the older leaves just to give it a chance to grow, like some of the ones that look like this here, like these. So I'm just trimming it up so that it won't be so heavy and slumped over and stuff like that, and then it will start to produce and grow the way that it should. So I am gonna sit it outside. I'm gonna sit it outside, give it some water today. And yeah, I am so happy with this. I appreciate my husband for getting them, because he knows that I am a plant lover. I love plants and I love growing things, and I miss doing that from my old house. Like that was one of the things that I really did miss, which was growing my own vegetables. I had my own everything. Like I had strawberries, I had mustard greens, I had collard greens, I believe I had lettuce, I had all types of like jalapeno pepper, Japanese red peppers, the green peppers, I had tomatoes, I had all types of things out there that I was just growing, and I felt so good about it because I actually grew them on my own. Like it's not, I had basil, I had all types of stuff, and I actually grew it on my own. But I was just so and you make sure you pick out like things like this, because this is like unnecessary little grasses and weeds that have found their way inside. But yeah, I just used to grow so much of my own stuff, and I do miss doing it. It was like a happy place for me. It was a peaceful place for me. And so yeah, but that's what I am doing, just clipping and trimming my little tree, and then I'm about to take it outside. And yeah, y'all, that tour, I'll tell y'all about the tour when I come back. But when I come back, y'all, I am gonna make a matcha, because oh yeah, matcha, let me get into the matcha real quick. I love matcha, and I've been doing so much research over the last year. I think I started getting into matcha really like last year, like a bit before I even went to Arizona, and I would go to like Starbucks and I was obsessed with getting the cherry cold foam matcha and all that stuff, and then they switched, and then I had the lavender one, and I mean they had the lavender first, then the cherry one, and then it's just like it just switched over. Now they have all these different matchas, but there is secrets to making sure you are getting good quality matcha. All matcha is not made the same. When I had got that matcha pack, when I told y'all the jade one, I wanted to test out the matcha to see what direction I was going to go in, to make sure the quality of the one that I've sourced from the resource that I'm going to get it from is A1 compared to the other one. So all matcha is not made the same, but it's just so much. But when it comes to matcha, y'all, you will know your matcha, how your matcha is produced by the leaves that were foliaged and picked, like when they were cultivating it and stuff, and the way that they take care of it. A lot of the matcha should be like this bright green color, not those dark green matchas. That's how you know that you have instead of you having first harvest matchas, then you have a matcha that was like the leaves that were harvested afterwards, like way hard second, third, or whatever harvest leaves. The best quality ones are the first harvest leaves. Those are the best ones, and that's where you'll get the brightest green matcha powder and the best tasting matcha powder. I more so like the matcha powder that does have a nutty type of taste to it, like more of a smooth nutty type of taste, and a little bit of a floral taste to it. I like floral tones in my matcha. So yeah, this one is a bit dry. I need to cut that off. But yeah, I like that. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a quick little 101, just tell y'all about matcha, because it reminded me of it when I saw the bright green leaf on this. But anyway, let me go ahead, let me stop chatting and take these outside, because the soil is quite dry. Yeah, the soil is quite dry, so it does need some water. So I'm going to take it outside and give it a good water, and then I'll come back and see you guys in just a second when we make us some matcha. Get them some water, because they haven't had any water in I don't know, days. Like, it's been quite some time because they've been sitting like in the truck. They haven't had any sunlight or water. They just been sitting in my husband's truck in the dark, which is not a bad thing because it's not a bad thing because sometimes that helps them to grow also when they're just sitting in the dark like that. So that helps them to grow as well. So that's not completely a bad thing, but they do need some sun, some time outside, some time with the elements that they are meant to be in, etc. So anyways, I'm about to make a matcha and I'm going to show you guys how I make it. I was actually waiting while I'm thinking about this. Let me see if how far away my matcha powder is, because I need to see how far away it is actually. And then 10 stops away. Like, it should be like one stop away. 12:45 and 1:45. 9 stops away. Okay, well, it's 9 stops away, so I probably will wait until I get this particular matcha because I want to show y'all. I do have a matcha in here. I'll show y'all this matcha. So I do have this matcha in here. This is organic matcha powder. I don't know, the brand just says Chasm, but it's this one right here. So this one, the quality of this one is good, but it's not the highest of the high quality that it could be. And I'm gonna show y'all what I mean. I'm gonna just show y'all a little bit on my hand here. So can y'all see that color right here? This color, and it's on my finger. So can y'all see that color right there? Hopefully you can. But it's like, this is a good grade of matcha. And remember what I was telling y'all about those new greener, bright baby leaves that was on the lemon tree? It's the same when it comes to matcha leaves. So you know you have a good grade of matcha when it's first harvest. First harvest just means that as soon as the new leaves come in, they go ahead and pick them and start harvesting them then. And then it's the way that they grow it that matters for the taste, to not have it bitter, all that stuff, the way that they grow it, if it's shaded or not. Like, those are all factors that you have to look into when you are dealing with matcha. The origin, where it came from, all of that stuff. Like, it's a lot. Not just looking into, ceremonial and all that, because Japanese people don't even say ceremonial. I told y'all I'm half Japanese by affiliation, honey. And I do a lot of research. I am a research person, so I'm going to research the heck out of something before I just jump up here and start talking about it. But it does matter with the first harvest. That's one of the first things you do need to look at, and then where it comes from and how they cultivate it, all that stuff. Like, those are all important things. But I'm a matcha nerd. But anyways, I'm gonna wait for that other one to come before I make the matcha. I'll do that, and then I'm gonna have the 3 different ones. The one that I ordered, that's coming. I've already tried that before, so I ordered it again. But I wanted to order it now that I had ran out before, but now that I actually have mine with me, I wanted to be able to compare the two. So I had ordered it again. That's my second time getting that one, and then that's 4 of them. So I have the barista one, that's like the one that they use all around when you go to different coffee shops and stuff like that. And then I have like more of the ceremonial grade ones, stuff like that. Then we have the other one, the one that I just ordered, and then we have mine. So we're gonna see 4 different matchas today. I'm gonna show y'all that or whatever. And then we'll make a matcha. Hopefully it'll get here before I have to go pick my daughter up and before I have this meeting, because I have a meeting with my daughter's school at 2. So I need to get prepared for that. But I will come back. I'm gonna put this away, and then I'll come back and just show y'all the matcha, because this is the one that y'all know I bought from Walmart. The one that's already sweetened, and you will see the difference. But I'm going to come back when I get the matcha, and then I'll show y'all then, because I'm gonna take me a matcha to go. I am, and I'll show y'all and then we're making a matcha out of the recipe book. So yeah, I'll show y'all what it looks like when it gets here. Okay, y'all, so the matcha did arrive. This is the one that I had ordered like a second time. This one is the Nami. This is the Akumadori First Harvest matcha. This one is really good. This one has a like a more creamy, nutty texture. That she has another one that's like a yummy one, and I haven't tried that one yet, but I tried this one. This is the second time. And then this one right here is this one right here, the Chasm. This is just the organic Chasm matcha powder right here, this little tin one. And then this one right here is the matcha latte one. And then this one is just my sample bag with mine right here. So here's the difference in the colors. I just want to show y'all the difference in the color payoff. This one is a really light, vibrant green. It's really a light, vibrant green. And this is hers here. So it is a really nice green color. I do like it. It's not as bright as I've seen other ones, but it is nice, and it has a really good flavor to it, and it does blend up really nice. This one right here is a little bit more on the yellow side. If you can see, it has just a little bit slight yellow to it. And I've had it for, I don't know, about a week, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I do keep my matchas in the refrigerator just to make sure that they stay fresh. But if you can see, this one is a lot greener than this one here. This one is not as bright as green as I like to see matcha, like bright green, but it's still of a good quality. And then this one right here, like I said, is more yellow. This one does blend pretty well, and it has more of a, this one has more of an earthy smell and taste to it, to me. I don't know about anybody else, but to me it does. And then this one is the latte mix. So I don't know if y'all can see up close. Try to get up close. Do y'all see like how grainy this is? Like, that's because it has like sugar crystals in it. So I'm wondering if I can get a better shot of this to show y'all, just so y'all can see the sugar crystals. Like, can you focus? Let me see, hold on. Well, it seems that this is gonna be the closest as I can get, but I know y'all see like that sugar crystal there. That's because this is already like this is a matcha latte style, like a cafe style, and it's already sweetened. So it's meant to look like this is already sweetened. So it has sugar in it. My daughter, I let my daughter use this one when she wants to make little matchas and stuff, because some of these do have caffeine in them, and I don't want her to overly be getting caffeine in her body like that. She's only 14, so I don't want her to overdo it. And then this one is mine here. So you see, this one is extremely bright green, which means it is a extremely high quality matcha. This is a high quality matcha that I have found in Source Honey after trying matcha after matcha after matcha after matcha. And this one is really, really good. Look at the bright green color in that. Like, look how bright green that is. That's so beautiful. And then trying to get so y'all can see the difference. Do y'all see the difference? This one's the more yellow. And then this is the Nami. And then this is mine. Like, y'all, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we're about to use some of our matcha here to make me a matcha latte real quick. And then this is what I also was waiting on. So this is what I was waiting on here, the Da Vinci orange syrup. So I'm about to show y'all here. Let me show y'all the recipe out the book. Okay, so the matcha we are going to be making today is this one right here. This is the Simply Orange matcha with the Da Vinci classic orange syrup, basically, and the orange cold foam. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and make any of this from scratch. This is the matcha and how it's going to look professionally. It's not gonna look like that up in here today, but it'll look like this if you're doing shots and professionalism like I was doing here. And actually, y'all, this is my matcha tin, just so y'all know in the background. But anyways, yeah, this is the matcha that we're about to make today with this right here. So I was waiting on this to come. So let me show y'all how I make the orange matcha, the regular style, in this cup, not in this glass. This is not restaurant, not cafe. Okay. All right, so let's get started on this, and I'll show y'all real quick. It's super easy and super good, and you do need a good quality or high quality matcha to achieve this beautiful green color. Y'all, so me matcha is done. That was so quick and easy, y'all. I did a little bit of extra, and y'all, then you just mix it up. Oh, look how pretty. I did some extra in this matcha, and I just put I'm mixing up all the orange syrup and stuff, but y'all, it stays green, as you can see. It's so pretty, and then it's still, I can't really lean it over because I don't want it to, let's see, y'all see this right here at the top? It has like, oh, the green and the orange. So that was the Simply Orange matcha drink that was in my book. Like I said, the way that you do that, now the way that I did my cold foam, you can do the cold foam two ways. So you can either buy store-bought cold foam and just mix in a little bit of, let me put this in here, but you can just mix in a little bit of like, icing like this, like the gel. Get the gel icing, it works better. Or if you want to be what is it, dye free, you can just kind of like do the other way. Like you can pretty much just make it from scratch, make it yourself, and just do like the orange in here inside of the heavy whipping cream and just make it like that and make it fluffy. That's how it was fluffy on that book, because this and heavy cream. But today we don't have time for that. We just wanted something quick because I have to get out of here in a few minutes to go pick up my daughter. They still have not called me for her meeting yet, so I don't know if they're going to call later or if they change their minds. I don't really know, but yeah, but you will. This is the key, and then you froth it. Make sure it gets nice and frothy, and then make sure you clean this this matcha whisk. I forgot how to say the name. I think it's chassis or something. I don't want to butcher the name, but make sure you clean it very well, honey. and hang it to dry, because if you don't, then it's gonna get mold on it, and then once it gets mold on it, you're gonna have to go and buy another one. So make sure you clean it. But yeah, I use the matcha here. A matcha stayed nice, a nice, really pretty green color, and it's good. I like mine extra sweet, so I add a lot of extra sweet stuff, but this is good. I'm not supposed to be having no matcha today because yesterday I ended up just drinking matcha all day. I think I had 2 matchas yesterday, and I was like, so I don't know, I just felt so bad because I didn't have any food, and so the matcha, it was like I just kept drinking matchas and not eating. But yeah, I use the Da Vinci syrups. I have it in lavender, I have it in orange, and I wanted to get the cherry, but they were sold out, so I probably will go back and get the cherry one. But yeah, just grab that, and that's how you make that Simply Orange Cream Matcha. That's going to be in my book, honey. And it is so fun to make matchas. I love making matchas. My daughter is addicted to making matchas now. It's so fun and it's so easy. But yeah, I need to get out of here. I just wanted to show y'all that real quick, but I do need to go because I have to go pick up my daughter. Well, I don't have to go pick her up right now, but I need to get out of here because I'm going to be on my way to her school, and I need to call and see if we're still doing this meeting today because it's like 2:17 or so. So I need to see if we're still on for the meeting or what they're doing. Did they reschedule and didn't let me know? But yeah, thank you all so much for watching that. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if y'all decide to try it. The matcha is not available yet. I still have, of course, y'all, it takes money to make this stuff. So I have to get tins made, like my tins manufactured. I have to get negotiations with that because it costs a lot of money, and I'm just going to start off with a small amount, like just a small amount, just to see how it sells, or whatever. So I probably would start out anywhere between 50 tins to 100. So I'm trying to negotiate with them with that because they want me to get 500, and I'm just like, I don't have 500 orders right now, honey. So no, but honey, if you are a matcha lover, you will love this matcha. It has like a nutty, smooth, slightly floral taste to it. It's not overly floral. I do have another one that I want to introduce in the future that I've tested from my vendor with the floral notes in it, because I have a different drink in my book that requires that. But in the meantime, I'm just starting off with this one, which is, when I was doing research, I saw that a lot more people preferred, whether they know it or not, the nuttier textures of matcha. So I just started off with this one because it was the more popular, is what people are used to in the forms of taste. And then when you start getting more people who are more expert matcha drinkers, I'm not an expert, but I do love matcha, then that's when I will start incorporating like maybe 1 or 2 more flavors of matcha, and that's it. I'm not going to have more than 3 in the future, just 3 is enough, and then people can rotate in between those. But anyways, let me get out of here, y'all. I have chatted enough. I will see you all a little bit later. Oh, hey, y'all. I am at my daughter's school. It is 3:04. I'm at my daughter's school. And y'all, I literally had to do a meeting. My matcha ended up, my ice melted in my matcha because I had to do this meeting over the phone with my daughter's school about her academic plan and stuff. So that lasted about, give or take, about 30-40 minutes. So I was just a tad bit late leaving out more than the time that I normally do, and my matcha, everything ended up melting. But the good thing about it, the green color is still there. And no, honey, that's not crumbs. That's this straw that you see. It's not any crumbs. It blends up very well, very nicely, so you don't get like little specks. Because sometimes, y'all, the matchas, they don't be blended up a lot, like where the powder is not grinded, because the process of grinding matcha leaves is by that wheel, that granite stone. So sometimes it doesn't get grinded up as well. I was trying to see if that's my daughter's class as well, and so you'll get little flakes and pieces if it's not. But that's not that. That's the straw. If you see something floating in here, but yeah, I am at her school just waiting. I did still get here on time, y'all. I'm so happy with the plan that was established for her to help her because she struggles a bit in math. And so the plan was set up where she can now get help, where she can do her assignments, where she doesn't have to have so much pressure on trying to get her work did. So if, let's say for instance, if they have 20 questions on an assignment and she only gets finished with like 10 of them or 15 of them, she won't have to worry about like, oh, well, you didn't get finished, so you getting marked off for all of these. Like, no, her teacher can use discernment and take into consideration, and then like let her do some makeup, like just so she can be able to pace herself, because this is her first year in actual public school. I told her that I'm proud of her. Like, the teachers tell her that they're proud of her, because the way that she just came in and transitioned in, it would take a lot of other kids a lot longer. She made a lot of friends, just a lot. They were talking about that in the meeting, because I was meeting with the principal, the assistant principal, the lady who did her evaluation, her counselor. There was like another lady, her one of her coaches, and her math teacher. So there was like a lot of people in the room, and then her, and like, you know, everybody was very, very congratulatory towards her, where they were just like, you're doing so good, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, I am up here now waiting for her to get out, just to hear her feedback in person from the meeting, because we were all like over the phone, and it was kind of, I know it was kind of intense for her being in that room with all those strangers, honey. But yeah, and this is so good. It's like a creamy, it's like, I like extra sweet. I should have put more orange in here, but I didn't want to overdo it, and then it overpowered the matcha taste with the orange. But it's like a creamy orange. If y'all ever tasted the and I'll probably pop it on the screen so you can see, but it's like that orange, not an orange creamsicle. I don't know if it's called an orange creamsicle. Is it? Yeah, I think it's an orange creamsicle, where it has the orange on the outside and the ice cream on the inside, and then you get that taste of like a vanilla. I'm not saying this is like vanilla, but you get that taste of like that cream mixed with the orange. That's what this tastes like. It's like the matcha, but because this matcha is creamy and nutty, it gives off a creamy like blend with the orange. And I love it. But anyways, y'all, yes, that's it. That's the vibe, but that's what we're doing. I was gonna call my aunt back, but honey, I'm not, because my aunt be like, I love my aunt and everything, but sister girl be up here talking about this white man that she in love with, that she never met before in her damn life, like in person. But she is so invested in this white man, and like, he's been trying to make it from Utah to Texas for the last 4 years, and it's just been such a struggle. Like, honey, you would think that he was coming to America from goddamn Kalamazoo or somewhere way in South Africa. Like, you would think that he was some South African white man that couldn't make his way over here to the United States. Like, the way that sis been waiting on this white man and his son to get here. But he is supposed to be, he was in California, then he ended up in Utah, and then every time she asked him, y'all be honest, because my mom went through this little scam thing, right? And she doesn't want to admit that it's a scam, but honey, it's a scam, where this Nigerian man was like acting as if he wanted to, like, it's like they always, I don't know where they find these men. My aunt, my mom, my other aunt. So my mom, she met this guy online. She actually literally went to Africa, y'all, to see this man. Like, she went there to Africa and met this man in person. This was like back when before my grandmother passed away. And she went to Africa, met this man, met his family, all of that stuff, and then she's been talking to him ever since. She's not doing it anymore, but she was sending them money. She helped his mom get a motorcycle. She bought land for them, all of that stuff. And he was like, he's younger than my younger sister. My younger sister is in her 30s. I think she's like, she just had a birthday, so she's like 34, I believe. He is he was born in 1997, so he's 5 years younger than my sister. So I'm just like, sis, I'm like to my mom, like, what are you doing with this man? And so come to find out, like, after all of this talking back and forth, they were doing the trip to Africa, her sending money. He was just like, oh, he wants to have a family, blah, 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 all this stuff here. She is not interested in that. My mom is in her 50s. And so that's where that went at. And they just decided, like, after a while, she had a whole room for him and everything at her house. And then he was just like, no, I'm not going to come. I can't come. Because they were saying that Homeland Security stopped all that. Sir, there's Africans in Texas, a bunch of them. There's all types of Africans here in Texas. There's Hispanics here, which I know they right at the back door, but still, let's just talk about the people who get to come on a plane. There are Africans here. There are people from Ukraine here. There are people from Somalian people here. There are so many different people here. Why is it that you are Pakistani people, Iranian people? Why are you having such difficulties? Like Homeland Security just picked you out of a haystack and said, hey, you can't come over here. Like, stop it. Like, stop it now. You have been trying to get over here since the Democrat party was in office, when they were letting any and everybody over here. You could have very well joined that wave, and you did not. Sir, it's giving scam. So long story short, he basically stopped talking to her. Well, she stopped talking to him because after that last time where he was like, oh, I can't make it over here, they said that they denied this application, blah, blah. I think she put 2 and 2 together then, and then she was just thinking, she was like regretful of all that money that she had spent and gave him, getting his mom a motorcycle, buying land over there, buying them a house over there. The trip itself, like, constantly sending them hundreds of dollars every couple of weeks, like, or really every week she was sending money, because me and my sister was like watching her bank transactions for a while before she caught on that we were logged in. And that wasn't us snooping. She actually used my sister's computer and forgot to log out of it, and we were able to see how much she was sending. Every time she would send something Western Union, it would pop up, and I'm just like, wow. But then my aunt, first she was being scammed by an African, then, and that was for a couple of years. Then she put 2 and 2 together, and they stopped talking to each other. And then immediately this white guy just came out of nowhere, and he was like telling her that his wife died. So when she asked him, like, hey, could we do a video just to make sure you're real, because she met him online. So then she was like, can we do a video? He said to her that the reason he doesn't want to do a video is because he's seen his wife die on camera or something. Not like a tragic accident, but like, I guess she was sick and in the hospital, and then she must have passed away where she was like on the thing, he said, and she passed away. And so ever since then, he's been so traumatized of camera, so he never wants to get on camera to show her his face like in person. But he's been sending all these different pictures and different TikToks, and then like some of the TikToks have like a blur spot over the name. That is someone else's account. That's not your account. You're using somebody else's account. And my aunt has been waiting on this guy. First he said he was a millionaire in California and he was going to sell his house. He's a gymnast. He's a realtor. He's all these different things, and he was going to come here. So that was like, what is this, 2026? That's been about 4 years now, or going on 4 years. And she's been waiting and waiting and waiting. And now she's just like, oh, well, he's finally coming. He's purchasing his plane ticket today. So I'm going to see what the excuse is if he does not get here. How long does it take for you to fly from Utah to Texas? Not long. Yeah, it's not that long. Honey, Utah is right there. So we're going to see what the excuse is. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that these are scammers, like running game? And then my aunt who lives in Florida, she actually is supposedly engaged to a longshoreman manager who sent her a check for $1 million and told her to just hold it because he has one more job to do. So just hold this check and I'm going to marry you, and sent her a ring in the mail. And all of these women are over 50. Like, they're over 50 years old going with these things. Like, so my aunt with the longshoreman, he was just like, oh, I don't talk to her, by the way. Like, she was the one that pulled that sham when my grandmother died, and I don't plan on talking to her in this life. So anyways, she met him, and they've been talking over the internet, and so he sent her $1 million check. Like, that's been over 6 months ago. How long do you think a check lasts? Checks are void after 180 days. Yeah, like 180 days. Most of them. Some maybe up to a year, but you done had that check for quite some time. Why you ain't took that check nowhere to get it validated? Yeah, like, stop following people. Why can't we just go in? What happened to going in the grocery store and saying hello and meeting somebody and then boom, that's your spouse? Like, what happened to that? Why are we in our 50s on the internet? Like, this is giving chat line stuff like that I was doing when I was in my freaking teens. Like, this is like chat line things where you know damn well somebody up here just capping on the phone telling you all this stuff. I got a car, I got a place, I got this, I got that. And then, oh, I look like this, I'm 6'2", I'm this, I'm dark skinned, blah, blah. And then when you meet them in person, they ass don't look nothing like what they described on that damn phone on the chat line. Y'all know that. That's where the catfish and stuff come from. Like, that's been going on for a long time. But y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments, because I know that was a lot. Like, honey, that was 13 minutes worth of tea that is in drama that goes on with some of the women in my family. Like, that is crazy. I just thank God that I'm not on that type of level. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm probably gonna end this video because this video is like 60 something minutes of footage, and I can't keep putting out hour-long videos, y'all, like that, because they don't get watched. So therefore, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this video short. But yeah, let me hear from y'all in the comments. I want to know what you all think about the matcha, about this story time, about all of this stuff. And yeah, hopefully y'all have a happy, productive week, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.